We all know that Twitch is home of some of the world's largest personalities. It's just filled with people who work continuously to keep us entertained for hours on end. But the person that we're talking about today is someone who got their start on TikTok, so you can be assured that their personality is just as quirky. I don't know what that was, as it is big. We're talking about Meow Darling.
Do you wanna do nothing with me? Do you wanna do nothing with me? Do you wanna do nothing with me? Do you wanna do nothing with me?
But before we get into anything, I need to read a message that was posted by an account that's seemingly owned by Meow herself, and it goes like this. The more videos I made, the more attention I grabbed. Extreme harassment and, bizarrely, targeted bullying led by multiple other large creators ensued, waking up to death threats from checkmarked, verified accounts before became normal for me to experience. These individuals would encourage their audience to leave abhorrent comments on my videos and instruct thousands to false flag my videos to have them removed from the platform instead of, just blocking it like a normal person. Quirky face. LOL. All in capitals. So reading that makes me feel kind of like Mr. Gilbert, in that episode of The In-Betweeners where they had that fashion show and he had to read aloud all of the announcements and whatnot. But I think it holds a fair point. Videos like this, they make fun of people, but that's kind of where it just stops. I don't like harassing people. Don't be a dickhead. It's just not fun when that happens. So I found this woman by a Know Your Meme video that came up to me on Facebook of all places, and so that's where I'm going to be sourcing a lot of the information from this video from. There were other articles about it like Unilad and Dagstato, but it's all pretty much just rehashing the same information, so make of that what you will. Cats have kind of had a rough time these past few years, haven't they? Having to deal with people like Luca Magnotta or James Corden.
My name is Meow, like a cat, but I am a dog.
Oh, my mistake. It looks like it's dogs that are getting the stick this time. So why would a person who identifies as a dog give themselves a cat name like Meow instead of a dog name like Bark or Ass Sniffer? Well, according to Meow herself, it's because it's an ironic thing, kind of like how a small dog might be called Hercules, like a little yappy chihuahua. If I were in her position, I'd be telling people that I chose the name because it shows I can be catty, but I ain't no pussy. Which, admittedly, sounds like something that you'd see on a single mum's Facebook timeline. Also, just while we're on the subject of name calling, I have a question. If someone refers to her as a bitch, do you think she takes it as an insult or as validation?
She claims she's an Inomimi, defined as a sort of chimera that falls between canine and human.
Ah, so she's not quite a dog, she's a mutant. As someone who's passed through Bradford a time or two, she doesn't quite look like some of the mutants that I've seen, but I'm not exactly an expert, so I guess I'll just have to give her the benefit of the doubt here. So I'm kind of curious to know what else she gets from the dog side of her genetics. We can clearly see that she has some human-dog hybrid teeth. To be fair, most humans have some canines. But I want to know what else does she get from the dog side of her genetics. Does she have an enhanced sense to smell? Or does she shit herself when someone turns a vacuum on?
She claims that she uses the bathroom outside like a dog unless it's raining out.
Sometimes. I have before. Typically, though, it's either raining or something, so I gotta get over myself and I gotta use the human toilet, I guess.
So once again, I'm no expert, but I don't really think that dogs are deterred by rain. Maybe she's just not going outside to avoid the wet dog smell. But one other thing that I just want to bring attention to is what is with the big sigh there?
I gotta get over myself and I gotta use the human toilet, I guess. I gotta get over myself and I gotta use the human toilet, I guess. I gotta get over myself and I gotta use the human toilet, I guess.
Fuck's sake, lads. Gotta use the human toilet again.
I gotta get over myself and I gotta use the human toilet, I guess.
Fucking...
Overall, Meow concludes that there is a primal animal inside of everybody, saying that acknowledging her primal animalistic side almost makes her feel more human.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess that there is a primal animalistic part of all of us, because who doesn't enjoy licking their crotch and barking at the postman? So one of the questions that come to mind is, what is the motivation behind this sort of behaviour? and a lot of people will probably jump to it being a sexual thing, but she actually appeared on an episode of the Whatever podcast where she revealed that it's not actually a sexual thing at all.
Want to tug on that? Are you wearing that collar for me?
Are you saying that the dog thing isn't a sexual fantasy? It's not a kink?
Not in any way.
It's not a submissive sexual fantasy?
Are you a Therian?
No.
I guess that makes her a dog that just doesn't want a bone. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Do you wanna do nothing with
My name's Arson. I'm 24.
Is that your government name?
That's my government name.
Arson.
Yes.
That's a fire name.